Don't do that. Do not get in that cold water. But we have to toughen ourselves up a little bit, and this is a really great way to do it. So, ready, set. What's up, guys? Cold showers. I was introduced to cold showers about 3 years ago, and I was listening to a gentleman named Wim Hof on the Joe Rogan podcast, and this guy has done some really wild stuff through his breathing techniques, which I'm going to do another video on soon, and through his exposure to really cold temperatures. And it's easy for us to kind of mimic these situations with a cold shower. And I remember when I first got into it, I was scared to death because I really look forward to the comfort of a warm shower, and we all know what cold water is like. So I was nervous, but I've been doing them for about 3 years now, and it's had a really positive and profound impact on my day-to-day life. And it's one of those habits that I just can't stop doing for whatever reason. And it's actually, in a weird way, it became very enjoyable pretty early on in the whole process. And I want to kind of walk you through how I do it, how I would start to do it, and I'm going to actually get in a cold shower and show you guys what the process looks like. So you guys can download, Wim Hof has it's an application you can get on iTunes or the App Store or whatever. And it goes over his breathing techniques, it goes over cold shower therapy, and some great ways to get into it. I'll tell you how I started, and it was very similar to the workshop that I purchased from him way back in the day. When I started, his advice, as best I remember it, was to get into a shower like you usually would, warm water, clean yourself off, whatever, and then try to turn the water nozzle all the way to cold for 30 seconds, and then turn it back to warm, kind of get back thawed out again, and do that 2 or 3 times. And kind of, there's a step-by-step process. I'm not going to get into it, you guys. I think the app is free now. There's a step-by-step process where you get to the point where you just get in the water, turn on the cold water, which I'm going to do today, and you just get a cold shower. So there's a ton of health benefits that you can get from cold showers, and I'm gonna list them right here. But those benefits, while they are awesome, aren't nearly as cool as the way you feel immediately after you get a cold shower. It's just very invigorating. I feel like it changes my whole frame of mind. Like, it really wakes me up. I feel good. I feel energetic. And I'm ready to get my day started. So that's one thing I will mention is I only do this in the mornings. I do not do this at night. And part of the reason is when you get a cold shower, it helps your body, oddly enough, heat up. Just like before bed, if you get a hot shower, it helps your body cool down. And that's what I'm trying to do when I start my day. I'm trying to heat my body up. So a cold shower after some vigorous exercise is a really great way for me to get my day started. So I just got back from jiu-jitsu, and this is part of my daily routine. I would suggest you guys go get the Wim Hof app on your phone and try it out. But more importantly, just start messing around messing around in the shower. That sounds a little bad. But start trying to experiment with getting the water a little bit colder. The other real big benefit to the cold showers is the effect it has on your mental toughness. So this is something that it's honestly hard to do. It's scary. Like, I've been doing this for years, and every time I go to get in the shower, and you'll see how I do it, but I get in the shower, I stand underneath the nozzle, and I just pull the cold water on. So it's scary every time, and you want to brace for impact, and you honestly, you don't really want to do it, but I know that the benefit that it holds, and I know that how it benefits me. So I'm going to bring the camera upstairs and get it set up real quick. I'm going to leave it running so you guys see that I'm not heating the water up or anything like that to try and trick you. And I'm going to hop in. So let's see how this goes. Follow me. All right, let's see how to situate this camera. I'll do my best to keep this PG. All right, so here we are in the shower. As you can see, the water has not been running. I'm gonna wear my bathing suit so we can let this go on YouTube without getting kicked off. But there is not gonna be a whole lot to this. So I'm gonna fire this thing up. If water starts getting all over the place, I am going to shut this door. But at least you guys get to kind of see a little bit of what this cold shower looks and feels like. Again, when you're getting started with this, you want to think about getting the shower nice and warm, taking your shower as you usually would, wash yourself off, and then turning that water nozzle down to cold. And slowly you start to work the cold time in the shower up to more than the warm time in the shower. Then eventually you just get in and turn on the cold water, and it feels really good, and you can go about your day. So I'm going to turn this to cold and fire this thing up. And again, I do feel nervous because every time I think there's just something in our brains that are like, don't do that. Do not get in that cold water. But we have to toughen ourselves up a little bit, and this is a really great way to do it. So, ready, set, go. So at first, you'll feel like your lungs kind of tighten up a little bit. And the best thing you can do in that situation is just breathe through it. Sorry, I'm just making sure the water is all the way cold. And it starts to feel good. A strange thing is that you don't want the water to stay in one place on your body because it feels like everything else is getting warm. So I always feel the need to try to rotate through and hit every spot as best I can. It kind of feels good on your head, but if you leave it on your head for too long, you'll legit get a brain freeze, and that does not feel good. So I try to work from my chest, around my shoulders, to my back, and vice versa. Water is getting all over the place, so I'm gonna shut this door and clean myself off, and I'll be right back. Adios. And we're done. So I'll set this in here for a second and try to get this angle situated. So I feel really good now. So it sucks at first, and it sucks every time, but it gets easier and easier, and I feel like you really, for some reason, you start to enjoy it. And the water never feels warm, and it never, I don't want to say it doesn't feel good, but the benefits you get, right now, the way I feel and how I'm about to go about my day, I feel a lot better about it, and it's definitely worth it. The being uncomfortable part is worth it for me to feel better about my day and go forward and just know that I did something really, really difficult. I did 2 really difficult things today, and now the rest of my day is going to be a lot easier. So I would highly suggest, again, checking out Wim Hof's app or his website for some different breathing techniques, again, which I'm going to get into in another video. But the cold showers, the benefits that you will get from it are really, really cool. And I don't know, it builds that mental toughness, and we can all be a little bit more mentally durable, I think, or, you know, or tough. But anyways, that's my take on a cold shower. That's what it looks like. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna be coming at you guys with some more cool daily habits and morning rituals here soon. So stay tuned. See ya.